You get a Link Monster. You get a Link Monster. Everybody gets a Link Monster. Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Josh here coming at you with some Yu-Gi-Oh news, and we have more Link monsters that are being released in the OCG, and we know their effects, and there are some amazing new Link cards coming out for old archetypes and for current ones too, which is awesome. But first of all, what we're going to cover first is some V-Jump news. In Premium Pack 20, they announced a couple new cards as well. One being a Hero Link Monster, which I'm very, very excited for. It's our first next-gen hero, and his name is Extra Hero Wonder Driver. First of all, he looks awesome, and you can basically use him with any type of hero card, which is awesome as well. He's a Link 2 Light Warrior monster, 1900 attack. The links are top and bottom middle. He's made with any 2 hero monsters, so you could use masked heroes, elemental heroes, any type of hero you want, which is great. He's generic. And he's got a couple different effects, but you can use his first effect once per turn. And it is, if a hero monster is normal or special summoned to your zone this card points to, you can target a fusion monster, polymerization, or change quick play spell in your graveyard, set it to your field. So this is great. He helps you fusion summon. He can even let you summon out a fusion monster, and he even lets you get mask change back onto your field, which is awesome. That's a great effect. His second effect is pretty good too. If he's destroyed by battle, or if it's by a card effect, you can send to the graveyard, and it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 hero monster from your hand. That's a really huge effect too. He can let you summon out another card, and then you can kind of go from there. So very, very, very excited that we're going to be having, you know, Link era heroes. And if we ever get Stratos back, this and Stratos will put heroes back on the map, which would be great. But second of all, we have a synchro monster too. It's for like the new fish cards and stuff like that. It's White Aura Monoceros, I think. But basically, it is a level 7 water fish synchro effect monster, 2500 attack, 1500 defense. Its materials are a water tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You can use its first effect once per turn. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target 1 fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack. If this card is controlled, or then its second effect is, if this card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish a water monster from your graveyard and special summon this card. And then it's treated as a tuner. So that's a pretty interesting card. With all the fish support that's out, this will definitely help them out as well. We have a couple new there's a spell and trap card. Basically, the first one is White Salvation, or possibly it's going to be called White Salvage. It's a continuous spell card, and you can use its first effect once per turn. You can target a fish monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, so that just helps you get back your fishies. And then its second effect is, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can take a fish monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. So both of these cards, the spell card and the synchro monster, just add to water decks out there and fish decks. But then we have a trap card here too, which seems pretty interesting. More water support. It's called White Howling. If you control a water monster, you can target a spell in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if you do, for the rest of this turn, negate all spell effects on your opponent's field. That's one of the best cards, I think. That can help you against pendulums. Yeah, water decks are going to have some awesome cards headed their way. So I'm mostly excited though for that elemental hero, and actually just hero support. That Link card looks awesome. But moving on, we have 3 more new Link monsters. A new one for Shadal's for Insectors and for Prophecy cards. So this is pretty interesting. There's a better picture here. By the way, they all look awesome. And the Prophecy monster is Alistair, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, for Insectors, we have, oh boy, I'm not sure how to say her name. It is Insector Pico Felenia? Something like that. But basically, it is a dark insect link effect monster with a link rating of 2. It's got 1,000 attack, so it's not super strong, but its effects are pretty good. Its arrows are bottom left and bottom right. It is made with any 2 insect monsters, so not just Insectors, but you can only use each effect once per turn. It's got 2 different effects. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card, then target another insect monster you control. Equip 1 insect monster from your deck to that target as an equip spell with this effect. The equip monster gains 500 attack and defense. So basically just boosts up your monsters. And then you can target 3 insect monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck, and draw 1 card. So it's kind of like a Emerald effect. So it's nice to see some Insector and just overall insect support. The other one, though, that we have is Crowley, Prophet of Prophecy. So it's a dark link 2 spellcaster effect monster with 1,000 attack. Its arrows are bottom left and bottom right. It's made with any 2 spellcaster monsters, which makes me think this could be used for Dark Magicians or other spellcaster supports like that. But basically, it's got some really good effects. If this card is link summoned, you can reveal 3 spellbook cards with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 for you to add to your hand, and then you shuffle the rest back into your deck. So if you're running spellbooks and all those cards in Dark Magicians, you could easily add this card in, and I don't know, that sounds pretty interesting to me. And then each turn, 1 level 5 or higher spellcaster monster you normal summon can be summoned without tributing. So you could basically summon a Dark Magician for free, which that works for me. Very excited for that card. I can't wait to try it out. I'll definitely test it in my Dark Magician deck. But then we have Shadal Construct. It is a link rating of 2, a light fairy monster with 1,200 attack. Link arrows are middle left, middle right, and it's made with 2 flip effect monsters. It's got a couple different effects. Its first one is during your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 Shadal fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. So basically helps you just fusion summon. And then its second effect is if it's in your graveyard, you can send a Shadal monster from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card from your graveyard. So we're finally getting more Shadal support. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for updated Shadal, link monsters, support like that. But our ban list is gonna have to help us out over here in the TCG if we really want to use this new Shadal link monster. But regardless, she's got a great effect. Let's see. We also have some. This awesome box is coming out. It's the V-Jump. Basically, it's from V-Jump News, and it's like a collector's box. I think earlier this year, Japan got this like Dimensions box. It basically ended up being what our new Legendary Dragon set was, but this is their new Link of Reigns box, and there are some amazing cards. First of all, you get alternate art forms of all these cards, including Firewall Dragon, Borlo Dragon, Trickstar Holly Angel, and Goki the Great Ogre. So yeah, they're already getting alternate arts out in the OCG. I think this is Japan's second alternate art for Firewall, and yeah, we're over here in the TCG, we still have just the Code of the Duelist secret rare, which is kind of pricey. I mean, it is pricey right now. But yeah, Japan's getting these awesome promo cards and they look really cool. And then you also get for a set of four extra secret rare cards, and then 20 ultra rare cards, including new cards, a pack each of Code of the Duelist, Circuit Break, and Extreme Force, a special storage box, a special card case, special, and then two different sleeves. So each box comes with the same sleeves, and then with the other pack of sleeves, it looks like you get four different chances. There's four different designs. So yeah, this box looks really cool. You guys over in the OCG are so lucky to get a box like this. I really wish they would do something like this for the TCG. If I can somehow manage to get a box, I might try to do that, even if it's gonna be OCG cards. They look awesome. I'd love to do an opening of it. I haven't been able to get the Dimension box, but who knows? We'll just have to see how much this ends up being. Price is 3,000 yen. I'm not sure what that comes out to over here in like US dollars, but its release date is December 23rd, so just in time for the holidays. And then we have a little bit of news here as well. We have a new Trickstar card and a bunch of new Goki cards too. So real quick, we can go through this, but basically this is gonna be for their the next upcoming main series booster set, Flames of Destruction. First of all, there's a new Trickstar Link monster, Bella Madonna. It's a Link 4 Light Fairy effect monster with 2800 attack, so it's pretty beefy. Its arrows are top middle and then bottom middle and bottom left and then the left side too. But basically, two effects here. While this Link summon card does not point to any monsters, it is unaffected by activated effects from other cards. So that's pretty interesting. And then if this card does not point to any monsters, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Trickstar monster in your graveyard. So she's got burn, she can be unaffected by things. That's a really good card. A couple new Trickstars here that we have as well. We have Trickstar Mandrake, 0 attack but 1,000 defense, and it's got a couple different effects as well. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in face-up defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the Link summon of a Trickstar monster, you can target one monster, a Link monster your opponent controls points to, and destroy it. So that's a really good effect. And then we have Trickstar Hensbane, or then in the 4K media translation, it's Trickstar Nightshade. So it's got 100 attack and 0 defense. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the Link summon of a Trickstar monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard but banish it. So yeah, similar effect there. And then we have Goki the Master Ogre, and I just want to take a moment and appreciate this card's art. I think it looks really cool. But it's Link 4 Earth Warrior monster, 2800 attack. Arrows are top, middle, bottom, middle, and then bottom, left, and right. It's made with 2 or more Goki monsters. Once per turn, you can return any number of Goki monsters this card points to your hand, then target that many face-up cards your opponent controls, negate the effects of those cards until the end of the turn. That's a pretty broken effect. And then this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. While your opponent controls a face-up monster, this card can only target the monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, foreign attack. So, more Goki support. I think he has been featured in the anime already. He looks really cool, and I think those are both really good effects. Then we have Goki Mangilak, something like that, but it's a level 1, 0 attack and defense. You can only use its third effect once per turn. It's got a bunch of different effects here. If an opponent's monster attacks during damage calculation, you can discard this card, half the attack of the battle damage you would have taken. And then when your opponent activates a card effect that would inflict effect damage to you, including during the damage step, you can discard this card, half the damage you would take from the effect. And then also, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Goki monster, or a Goki card, not a monster, but a Goki card, from your deck to your hand. So, that's probably its most useful effect, but it's nice that it can protect you from damage. Then we have Goki Hugbear, which is an awesome name, and the art is pretty cool too. It's a level 6 Earth Warrior monster, 2400 attack, and it's got a couple different effects. Its first effect is if this card is normal summoned or special summoned by a Goki card effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of the turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Goki card from your deck to your hand, except Goki Hugbear. It's the same effect as the other one. And then the last card I wanted to talk about today was the spell card Goki Face Turn. It's a normal spell card, and yeah, you can target one Goki card you control and one Goki monster in your graveyard, destroy the first target, and if you do, special summon the second. So it's really cool to see more Goki support. I know they're used in the anime a lot, so it's no surprise that they're printing all the cards in real life, but I haven't put together a Goki deck yet, but when all these cards come out, I would definitely love to do so. They look pretty awesome. I love how they're based on like wrestling and that kind of thing, and the art just looks awesome as well. So we covered a lot of stuff in this video, a bunch of new Link monsters coming out for current and old archetypes. I'd love to hear in the comments down below what you think of these cards, what are you most excited for, and what other Link monsters are you hoping to see in the future. Personally, I would love to see a Cosmo Link monster. I love the Cosmos, how they're based on Star Wars and Wizard of Oz, so hopefully they can come up with something cool for them for links. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next video, peace out and have a good one.